A while ago, we had the Honda Pilot, which is a 7-seater, technically an 8-seater family SUV. And today we have its younger sister, the Honda CR-V. The CR-V used to be always the smallest SUV in Honda's lineup until this year, where they introduced the HR-V and the ZR-V. So the CR-V had to take a step up and take the position of the Pilot. So the CR-V has now become essentially the middle child of Honda's lineup. It's a 5-seater family SUV with 2 extra seats in the back that pop up on demand. Obviously, this year has seen a big improvement in the CR-V, where they've changed the design completely on the outside. We see the new Honda DNA all over the place. And mechanically, of course, the car is different as well. So we can start with the engine, which is a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that produces 190 horsepower and about 240 newton meters of torque. That power goes to the CVT transmission, which I'm not a big fan of CVTs, but I do understand why they would have a CVT in a vehicle like this, because it is a family-oriented grocery getter that takes you from point A to point B, so you need the best fuel economy, and the CVT helps with that as well. The power eventually makes its way out of the CVT into the all-wheel drive system, which is very similar to the all-wheel drive system that we see in the Pilot of this year as well. And that gives the CR-V good stability on the road, especially around turns like this one. On the outside, the CR-V had a complete makeover, so we can start obviously with the design elements in the front, starting with the big grille in the front with the big Honda logo in the middle, or the Honda emblem. From there, we can talk about the headlights, which are obviously integrated with LED technology, as well as DRLs, or day running LEDs, which look really nice on the headlights, especially at night. And it's the same story with the taillights, which give it its own identity with those 3 curves. And it also comes with 17-inch alloy wheels. That is mostly it when it comes to the exterior, because the interesting bits of this car are mainly over here in the interior. On the inside, you have all sorts of nice things, so we can start immediately, as we always do, with the seats. The seats are very comfortable. They are made of leather, and as you can see, they are ventilated and heated as well. This is the case for the front seats. The rear seats are very similar to the front seats in terms of how comfortable they are and how they look design-wise. The dashboard as well is nicely designed, so we have the leather, soft, plasticky material that we all know and love, but that we see in all of these sort of cars. But over here we have what feels like genuine wood, which is a very nice touch in the dashboard. That also extends from the dashboard into the door cards for the front and the rear. That is also complemented with this piano black glossy material that we find all over as well, and makes it a bit nicer. Continuing with the theme of the dashboard, we see this honeycomb mesh design that we also see in all of Honda's cars. It is part of their new design language. On it, you will find these joysticks over here that let you control the fins to direct the air towards where you want, and at the same time completely turn it off. Underneath it, you will find the controls for the AC that are not on the screen, but actual buttons and rotary knobs, just like how they are meant to be. This is something we always talk about over here on the channel, that we don't like these AC controls to be in the screen, because when you're driving on the highway and you are focusing on the road, you want to turn off the AC or turn it up or do whatever, right? You just do this. You don't have to take your eyes off the road and into this screen where you have to dig through a couple of thousand menus to find the AC controls. They are right here for you. You can immediately control it. Underneath it, you will find a small storage area with a place to charge your phone wirelessly. They give you 2 USB ports. One of them is a Type A and the other one is Type C. And obviously you have the V12 socket as well. This car is pretty straightforward, so if you want to change your gears, you've got the gear shifter over here, and as well as a small button that says Econ. This helps with the fuel economy. Once you do that, it basically tells the engine to consume as little fuel as possible to get the car moving. You've got 2 cup holders over here with a small storage area for coins, is what I assume it's for. And then you have the storage compartment over here, which is decently sized with a small tray as well. For more coins, I guess. And for whoever's sitting in the back, there are three things to keep them entertained: the window controls, the two USB-C ports, and of course the panoramic sunroof that extends all the way to the back. And then if we focus back here in the driving position, we've got the steering wheel with all the controls that you need. On the right, you've got all the controls for the adaptive cruise control as well as lane keeping assist. On the left, it's your multimedia controls that allow you to change channels, raise the volume, and turn it on and up. And in front of me, I have a small heads-up display that shows me my current speed and my direction relative to the compass. And check this out: if I indicate to the right, it shows me immediately a small camera that shows whatever is in my blind spot. So this is a very good feature to have. Now, if I have Android Auto on, and like I turn that on and I want to see where my map is going, if that's the right direction that I want to go to, there is a small button over here that when I press, it turns off the camera. It's amazing. Now the same button, the same exact button, if you are stationary, once you press it, it shows you a 360 view of what's going on around your car. And on the left stick over here, I have the same exact button for the blind spot itself. These are all just really nice features that Honda offers in cars like these, and I appreciate that a lot. But as always, we want to hear your comments and your ideas of what do you think about this Honda CR-V. Are there some things that are missing? Do you want some things to be added sometime in the future that the manufacturer needs to put? As for the starting price, I don't have it at the moment with me, but once we have it, we are going to update it on our website, YallaMotor.com, so be sure to go and visit it over there. In the website, you will find all trim levels available, the differences between them, as well as the pricing based on the local dealer. And as always, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.